President Buhari has accused Tinubu of showing bias towards appointing individuals from his own ethnic group to the detriment of other segments of the country. A case of pot calling the kettle black, that is this one. Well, from 2015 that Buhari got into power, what did he do? It's not the same thing. He brought in Mama Daura, he brought in Nabakari, he brought in all the Daura community into Aso Rock, to a point that even his wife started crying that they have collected her husband from her. To a point that they even chased the wife out of Aso Rock. To a point that even Aisha Buhari needed to pass through Abakari to save Buhari, his own wife. And now he's coming to talk at this moment. That is the logo of APC, nepotism and tribalism. That is it. This is nepotism and tribalism. So, and Tinubu has a promise to continue from where Buhari stopped. So why is this Buhari complaining now? You started it, and your successor is saying he will continue from where you stopped, and you are complaining. So you know how it feels. You want to talk now. This is crazy. This man shouldn't open his mouth to say anything like this, because he started it and he did it for 8 years with his Fulani enclaves, to a point that he's even infiltrating the army with Fulani people. So what are we saying? He's coming here to talk now. This is very annoying. Muhammadu Buhari, the current president, received harsh criticism for giving preference to his relatives while making appointments over other regions of the nation, particularly the southeast. Okay, there are no southeasterners in the top security positions in Buhari's administration. That is true. Buhari had stated clearly upon taking office that his appointment and the development of his infrastructure will be based on the votes he garnered from the zones. Whether he mentioned 95 and 5%. According to Daily Post, allegations of marginalization of the southeast region have haunted his government, feeding the different agitations from the region. Tinubu recently let go of his transition committee members, but not a single individual from the southeast. The same thing, continuing from where Buhari stopped. So the committee, which included members like Bayo Nanoga, Abubakar Kyari, Stella Okotete, Makinde Araoye, Bita Edu, Imam Faud, Donald Wokoma, Samira Sadiq, Andrew Abu, Danla Baku, and Hadiza Kabir, did not include anyone from the southeast zone. Yes, and we started crying too that he has continued the hatred that Buhari started against the Igbos. That is true. There are numerous signs that the zone would not prevail in the race for the 10th National Assembly's leadership. According to the results of the most recent general elections, the Igbo-controlled Southeast, while a sizable majority of South-South voters supported Peter Obi, a candidate for the Labour Party. Now, if the transition committee list has anything to do with how people voted during the election, that is still up for debate. Even the People Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, who is running for president, has criticized the list content. Additionally, President Buhari, who is now leaving office, was frequently charged with marginalization and complete contempt for the federal character principle. The Southeast formerly lacked representation on the internal board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation and its subsidiaries, among other significant appointments made by the president. Despite the fact that the zone is home to the oil-producing states of Imo and Abia, Enugu and Anambra have now merged. So what is happening here is that Tinubu has succeeded in sidelining the Igbos completely from whatever he's doing, okay? Simply because the Igbos and the majority of the South-South voted Peter Obi and did not vote him, and now he's coming out to show his true color. The same thing that Buhari did when he was coming to power. He said he was going to concentrate on the zones that gave him votes to become president. And because of that, he marginalized the Igbos completely and even started making attempts to annihilate them. Okay. Now Tinubu has come and has started the same thing. So why is Buhari surprised? He started it. Okay, you shouldn't be surprised because he started it. What I have seen is that in Tinubu's government, he's going to deal with the Igbos more than the way Buhari government dealt with the Igbos. The reason is because they have concluded to annihilate the Igbos completely. Okay, the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the key Yorubas in power have concluded how they are going to suppress the Igbos for life, make them irrelevant and insignificant for life. Okay, it disenfranchised them for life. The hatred that Tinubu has for the Igbos cannot be, in fact, it's equal to nothing. That's the truth. And just like he said, that it's continuing from where Buhari stopped, he has also inherited that hatred against the Igbos from Buhari. And that is why the Ohaneses have come out to cry out to say that the hatred Buhari had for the Igbos, that Tinubu has inherited it and has vowed to continue it. Okay, and that is why everything Tinubu is doing now is already excluding the Igbos. So if everything is going to do is obviously going to be between the Yorubas and the Hausas. You can also see that this is a lesson for the Igbo politicians. Okay, all the governors in the southeast went and pitched their tent with Tinubu and Buhari, thinking that they will help him, they will help them. Okay, they sold the Igbos. People like Oji Zokalo, David Omahi, Uhopu Zodima, all of those people, Joe Igbokwe, all of those people sold the Igbos completely and did not do anything to help their region or to help their people. They're in politics. They're in the same APC, but nothing. Okay, Tinubu went there during campaign period to tell them that he will turn Igbo land or he will turn Owerri and Aba to China of Nigeria, and the Dubai of Nigeria, and the India of Nigeria, and they were clapping hands. Now he has gotten into power. He's going to show them that he didn't mean what he said during campaign. He was just cajoling them to be able to get vote from them, and he's going to say that he didn't get vote from them, so there's no need looking at them. And that is why he started by making sure that the Igbos in Lagos are disenfranchised and possibly chased out of Lagos. But he cannot continue with that because you cannot collect the tax from the people and still tell them they are insignificant. No. Whether they voted you or not, for the fact that they are paying their tax, they are contributing to the development of the nation, they are contributing their part of revenue to the nation, so they must benefit from whatever you're using their tax money to do. And that again proves that you goes ahead to show that you cannot sideline them completely. That is it. And moreover, if you really want to be the president of Nigeria, maintaining the federal character principles, then you must overlook whatever happened during the vote period and make sure you bring everybody together and develop the nation equally across board. Don't collect tax from south, south, southeast and go and use it to develop southwest and the north and disenfranchising where you're collecting the tax from. It cannot happen. Otherwise, you allow them to go their way and develop themselves. That is the truth. So Buhari, first of all, should not frown because he started it. Tinubu obviously has started showing how much he hate the Igbos for. Right from when the election period that he wanted to, finish all the Igbos in Lagos. And meanwhile, there are Yorubas across the country, all over. I don't know what this is going to take us to. But it's quite unfortunate that both the Yorubas and the Hausas have come together to push the Igbos out of the map, because that is what I see them trying to do.